So picking up where we left off last time, this is our party. Just going through real quick. This is Mukluk. He, Thunder Thighs. Chat decided my race and my thickness. He's a primal druid. The word Dinomancer comes to mind. He has a pet velociraptor. This is Noxie. I picked the only thing that had green hair, which is a small, insane gnome. So here's Noxie. She is our cleric. She heals us. She likes pain. Here's Flute Girl. She started with a hammer, but I upgraded her to a Masterwork Glaive because it was just better. But she just bashes things. I tried to make a purple char, and the best I could make was a fox on catnip. So this is the Purple Peach Poacher. If you know, you know. He's our bard. This is an NPC character that is part of the party named Sendry. He's extremely annoying. And this is Rekarth, who is also part of the story. And Rekarth has a message for the heroes, and we've got to get it there or die trying. So that is where we are at. And we've also got a pet pig named Bob Leftovers that is Flutes, and a pet raptor that is my Velociraptor. Almost there. See that roof way over there? That's the tavern. Goody. So what are we waiting for? Off we go. Chop, chop. What was that? Oh, gods, no, we're done for. Oh, that is a big boy! I think that thing didn't get the memo that this was a turn-based game. Just our luck. That thing is right between us and the tavern. Quick saving. Okay.
Move out.
Looks like there's only one path to go here. That's the edge of the level.
Head on.
Coins and a Masterwork short sword.
It's done.
It looks like these guards held off the enemy's onslaught until their last breath, covering the retreat and then died heroes.
I lead. You follow.
It's huge! Sendry is peeking through a crack in the wall, staring at the demon. And extra bloodthirsty to boot. What's this moody fella doing here? What kind of creature is it even, all covered in spikes? Must have the hardest time sitting down. Shut your trap! If it hears your yapping, it'll use you as a cushion. Rekarth looks around with haunted eyes. Fighting is not an option. It could spit at us and kill us dead. So how do we... We need to distract it. We sacrifice someone so that the rest can run to the tavern while the beast is busy with them. Langrat, that's horrific! Can't we do this without any sacrifices? Enai, yes, lives are cheap these days. One more, one less, who cares? Brody looks at the monster with fear and whispers a prayer. Frada, the plan is solid. I volunteer. That's the tax collector woman. Yo, she is way too logical. What madness is this? We're not sacrificing anybody. What are we, cultists? Better look over there. He points at the ruins behind you. The rickety building looks like it could crumble at any moment. We can make it across the roof all the way to the tavern and no one has to die. Sure, we're not sacrificing anyway. Well, anybody. We'll just pile of rubble and break our necks. We'll die with a clear conscience though. Great plan. Sendry, remember how you offered to summon special magic of yours back at the graveyard? Can you summon it now? I don't know. Sendry closes his good eye, listening to his inner self. I don't really control it. It's like an instinct thing. I don't think it wants to come out right now. Sorry. What is he, the Hulk? Sorcerers. I like to see a fighter whose swords decide it doesn't feel like slashing today. Can we stimulate your magic somehow? Stimulate? Maybe. But with what? What could summon a deep-seated surge of magic? Breathing exercises? A bucket of ice cream? True love's kiss? No, that's not it. How about a good smack to the head? You think it could help? Sentry starts slapping his head like a drum. Work, work, work. Bah, it's not working. Sorry. Looks like we won't have an ace up our sleeve this time. We need to think of something else. I believe in you, Sendry, and you've got to believe in yourself. Believe in the me that believes in you. Come on, let's go. You can do it. Yes, of course. You're right. Thank you. A spark of enthusiasm flashes in his eyes. This is my magic, and that means it will do what I tell it to do. Onward, friends. I'll turn this brute into a bucket of ice cream. Oh no, he's gonna die. Oh no, he's running it alone. I'll show it. Come on, magic. Work. Don't fail me now.
They don't know who they're dealing with.
Wait, what? No, stop doing turn-based. All right, there we go.
It's you or me.
No, why is it running straight for Sentry?
This is not the end.
I don't have high hopes here, friends.
Yeah.
I do not have high hopes here, friends.
The end.
Oh no, she doesn't have selective channeling. When I do an AoE heal, Noxie heals the boss too. Ah, scrit. I don't think this is...
I wonder.
Oh, Noxie's dead. God dang it. Freaking... I'm gonna turn you into a bucket of ice cream. Gets us all killed. Gets us all killed. Never believe in the gnome, chat. Never believe in the gnome. What did we learn? We learned to never believe in the gnome. Alright, that plan failed.
I managed.
Take two. Let's go through the ruins. That's a great plan. You can bet it is. I'm the one who came up with it. We climb up there, we all die the moment that wreck falls apart beneath our feet. You want to save everyone? That's not how these things work. Let's go. Well, Desna, don't let us down now. Forward! The defender's heart was so close, but the last and most daunting obstacle in the way there was a colossal monster stalking the street in search of prey. To avoid it, the escapees were forced to take a roundabout route across the roofs of the nearby houses. From behind them, from the streets of Kenebres, came cries of bloodlust. A crowd of cultists was on the rampage, butchering anyone they met without mercy, and their shouting was drawing closer. The escapees couldn't afford to delay. They had to climb up and pray that the gods would not let any of them fall to the ground below. Having scampered up the crumbling ruins onto a roof of a nearby house, the group froze, hesitating. There was a stretch of empty air just ahead of them, a narrow lane when seen from below, but a yawning chasm from up here. They had to jump. The escapees... That's 7 or higher. That's 7 or higher. Oh, use a rope. Throw a strong rope over to the next roof. Oh, so I've got a rope in my inventory I can use for this problem. The rope did not fail them. After throwing a loop around the most sturdy looking of the protruding beams, the escapees easily made it to the next roof. But the danger had not yet passed. At the clanging of the roofing under the escapees' feet, the demon raised its ugly head to the sky and howled in rage. Its nostrils flared as it picked up the scent of its escaping prey. Grunting, it charged toward the wall of the house on top of which the escapees were hiding. They had no choice but to hold on to the roof for dear life. Athletics 20. My skill's 10. That means I need to roll a 10 or higher, which means this is 50-50. Heads! Failed! Dang it, it was tails! Dude, I rolled 19 total, and I needed a 20. Oh my god. I lost by 1. The crushing blow shook the walls of the house. The vibration made the escapees' bones ache, stones rattling free from the stonework. The force of the impact was such that the escapees who had been clinging to the beams were sent tumbling across the floor with sharp bits of roofing falling down upon them. One of these shards whizzed right past Sindri's nose, and two more struck Rekarth square in the chest and left bleeding wounds. Mukluk was able to put his hands up in time, and a barrage of shards, which could have turned his face into pulp, instead left painful cuts on his arms and shoulders. Oh, there's like a picture over here of it. Glancing down cautiously at the horrid beast, stunned by the impact, the escapees hurried deeper into the attic to get out of sight, but a new danger awaited them there. As they were making their way through the building, the escapees sensed a familiar smell. Smoke. One wing of the building was already in flames. The defender's heart was just out of their reach, the way forward blocked by fire. Mobility 21. Oh my god, I have to roll a 15 or higher. Yeah, fail. Not wasting any time, the escapees ran through the attic. They tried to avoid the licking flames, but the fire caught their shoulders, hands, and clothes, leaving painful burns. I am probably going to come out of this with so much health lost. Rekarth, bringing up the rear, was a step away from escaping the fire's embrace when the floor beneath him crumbled. In desperation, he latched onto the boards and immediately hissed in pain, his hand impaled on a frighteningly large nail poking out of the floor. Jesus! Hanging over the boiling sea of flames, Rekarth could feel his fingers weakening. He's hanging from a nail in his hand? Suddenly, someone's firm hand grabbed him by the wrist, and Mukluk heaved Rekarth from the jaws of fiery death. After getting a good look at the hole in his palm, Rekarth glared at Sindri and asked grimly, so whose brilliant idea was it again to go up on the roofs? But despite Rekarth's sullen remark, the escapees had indeed reached the defender's heart. Leaving the dangerous monster behind, climbing down from the roof, they saw warriors rushing out of the tavern, gesturing for them to hurry inside. Was it really true? Had they finally made it? How much healing do I need? Open up, we're friends! Move it, Mephits, roast you! Before we become that thing's dinner! It's becoming closer! Oh, it's the captain of the guard. Oh, Pillar of Fire, or Smite. Oh, nice touch, having everyone stop so she could do the last blow. Oh, we all gotta level up. Can we loot him? Nope. Get in quickly, we can't keep the gate open long. You don't have to tell me twice. If the party will listen. Woo! On behalf of the city authorities and myself, I hereby offer our gratitude for the rescue. Other than the guy that we found out was a serial killer, we got everyone out alive that I found. What? We're really safe? Well, I'll be. I almost forgot what that feels like. I'm in your debt. I'm alive! Imagine that! Alive! Praise to all the good gods, and of course to you, my rescuers. Is this Kingmaker a different game? This is Wrath of the Righteous DLC. It's called Through the Ashes. So this is the place. Typical. Where else would paladins hold the line but a tavern? She's such a jerk. A whole story, she's a jerk. Is this the end of it? I'm honestly not sure if we're at the end. Or if there's more. There's the healer. She's helping save people. Irabeth, welcome. The intimidating, armor-clad half-orc who met you at the tavern gate greets you with a nod. It's good to see you alive, Rekarth. You too. So, Irabeth, here's what we're looking at. The demon scum are planning to attack the Defender's Heart. They're gathering their forces in the Tower of Estrad, and they could strike at any minute. I was prowling around listening to their plans when they caught me and dragged me off to their makeshift prison. Here are all the particulars. He hands her a piece of paper folded into quarters. After a moment's hesitation, he adds, and, my condolences about Anivia. Stay strong, sister. There'll be time for tears later when we win this war. Oh, I was having trouble. The timeline. Anivia and the hero at the beginning of Wrath of the Righteous fell into that chasm, along with some other people that didn't survive the fall. Anivia is alive down there, but Irabeth doesn't know that yet. Okay, I know when we are. Don't reach for your handkerchief just yet. A smile blooms on the paladin's grim face. Anivia is here, alive and well. Never mind, it's after she got back. Go and tell her of your exploits. Perhaps she will even remind you that the expected way to report to me is Commander. I have an urgent report. Not, so Irabeth, here's what we're looking at. Although I wouldn't bet on it. Seriously? She's alive? He heaves a sigh of relief. Praise the savored sting. Wait, what? What is that? Callistria, also known as the Savored Sting, the Unquenchable Fire, is the goddess of lust and revenge. She has many faces and guises, held in especially high regard by elves, and often identify with her mercurial moods and changeable nature. A fondness for wasps has earned this vengeful deity the title of Savored Sting. Such creatures live on after harming their opponents, a trait Callistra's followers hope to emulate when pursuing their goals. Now I feel like an ass for thinking it was even possible she was dead. I've seen her in action. Moves more like a cat wait, more lines than a cat, that one. There were civilians with us, townspeople we saved from the cultists and monsters. Thank you for finding a way to look out for others as well as yourselves. The saving of a life is an act that gladdens the Omade. Since the attack, Kennebrest has been left almost leaderless. People like Frauda Linsdoten are worth their weight in gold. It will be they who will rebuild the city once we've driven the enemy out. I think we will find a way to restore her sight. I remember Maestro Langrat Massini. Anivia and I attended one of his performances. He's a remarkable musical talent. Thank you for keeping him safe. Brody told me the trouble you went to save him. Yeah, he had he got bit by like a zombie or something. We had to, like without resting, we had to do a bunch of areas and find a scroll of cure disease to cure him, because if we rested and it did a time skip, he was going to turn. That poor wretch had one foot in the grave. Abandoning him would have been the easiest thing to do, but you risked your life to cure him. That wasn't merely the act of a warrior, but of a righteous man. I'm proud that the true spirit of the Crusades lives on among us, the spirit of compassion, not of war. Furtively turning away from Irabeth, Rekarth's lips curve into a grin. Healer Enai is an interesting person. She had barely stepped through the tavern door before tending to 2 wounded soldiers and roundly scolding 5 healthy ones. I can already tell she's going to make things difficult, but much less difficult than they would be without her. Thank you. Now is not the time to be handing out medals, but I promise, once we secure victory, your contribution won't be forgotten. Can't fill my belly with thanks. How about you spare us some gold instead? Shush you, we saved the people. What else do you want? Are we crusaders or some kind of mercenaries? What's the situation? It's bad, but not hopeless. New fighters are joining us all the time, and those we thought lost are returning for duty. We will continue to fight. The crusades are not over. We have already stormed the Grey Garrison, where the command of the occupying forces is based. Unfortunately, we had to retreat, but we will return, and we'll send them straight back to the Abyss. For security reasons, I cannot disclose all the details, but I can tell you one thing. A strike force of brave souls has joined our efforts, led by a truly remarkable individual. It's me in my past life. If their mission is successful, the enemy will not withstand our counterattack. Can we help in any way with tavern defense? Your report has helped invaluably. You've had a rough time of it. Your legs are barely holding you up. Take refuge in the cellar and get some rest. You've earned it. Are you sure? This looks like an all-hands-on-deck situation to me. Anivia teaches her people well, I see. You have stopped trying to slap me on the shoulder while I'm giving you orders, at least. Irabeth flashes a grin before her face turns grave once more. Yes, Rekarth, I'm sure of my orders. Now, if you'd be so kind, do as you're told. Do we have time before the battle starts? I still need to do my level up. I think so, but you can take a look around the tavern, talk to the other survivors, have a beer, maybe get some new gear, but whatever you do, do not go past the gate. The monsters could attack any moment. Beer, conversation, a little shopping. How I have missed the small pleasures of civilization these last days. Rekarth looks like he wants to protest, but he just hunches his shoulders and looks aside. It seems that he, unlike Sendry, is not overly happy to be back among people. I'm going. All right. When you go down into the basement, we will barricade you in from up here. You rest easy while we drive off the demons and their minions. So either A, this is the end of the game, or B, if we go into the basement, it will do like a time skip, and then they like lose this fight, and then we help fight. Okay, let's do our level up, because we don't know what's going to happen. So, Mukluk levels up Primal Druid. I'm not, this is a short story, so I'm not really feeling like multi-classing. Let's see. Combat casting, die hard. Echoes of stone. We don't want something that takes a long time to pay off. Natural spell. Oh, this is good. You can cast natural spell. You can cast spells while wild shaped. You substitute noises and gestures for normal verbal and somatic components. So instead of Wingardium Leviosa, we're just a wolf and we're like, woof. And then spell. And just fart out the magic. Sure, let's take that. Ooh, speaking of, we learned Call Lightning. Alright, what spells does he have to lock and load right now? Man, why I never remembered to use Enlarge Person. I forgot that so many times. Magic Fang. What do we got here? Resist energy on the whole party, 10 minutes against 1 damage type. Delay poison communal. 1 hour of immune to poison for the party. Let's do that. Ooh, Magic Fang Greater lasts an hour per level. Okay, wait, let's get that and get rid of the lesser version. Acid Maw. Give the pet acid damage. Okay, he's good. Alright, Noxie. Let's see. Level up Oracle. Boom, 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 boom. And selective channeling. Okay, this was an issue earlier. Right now, she didn't have this feat, so earlier when I did an AoE heal, it hit the boss and the party. We don't want it to heal the boss. Let's see. Choose 1 new spell from this list. None of these jump out at me. Magic Weapon, not bad. And choose 1 new spell from this list. Communal Protection from Alignment. That could be good. Remove Paralysis, resist energy. Remove Paralysis is an interesting one. Useless much of the time, insanely useful if someone gets paralyzed. Okay, Flute Girl leveling up Barbarian, because she crazy. And let's see. What do we want her to have? Extra rage power. Both of those pretty good. Outflank. Whenever you and an ally who has this feat are flanking the same creature, your flanking bonus on attack rolls increases to +4. No one else in the party has that currently. So when I see you playing Pathfinder again, any particular reasons you're back at it? Mainly because the DLC. I have, this DLC is new for me. I have not played it, and I was interested in it. Let's look at extra rage power. Let's get deadly accuracy. Alright, the Bard. The Purple Peach Poacher. Level up the skills. Precise Shot is fine. Choose 1 spell. Soundburst. Monk is preparing to survive a weeb game. Oh yeah, that's coming up. Yeah, Shugo sponsored an upcoming stream, and he wants me to play a weeb game. That is true. Let's see, Seeker. This is the NPC guy we're forced to play. I don't really like those guys. Each creature you conjure with any summon spell gets +4 to strength and constitution for the duration of the spell. What? That's pretty sweet. I'll take that. We're gonna take that. Let's get summon monsters. Summoner sorcerer. Alright, rogue. Bing, bang, 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 bang. He's using a bow right now. Initiative is always decent. Rapid shot. I guess we get initiative. Did the pets level also? Yes, they did. Piranha Strike. Have that on auto cast. And put that away, and then the boar. For anyone who was waiting at the Evanhall Crossbow Pistons, back at Stock and Fury's Fall. You can use strength and agility to send foes crashing to the ground. When making a trip attack, add your dex bonus to your combat maneuver bonus. Medium barding. Blind fight, combat reflexes. Just get initiative for him too. Okay, quick save. All right. Let's talk to Frada. These knights are true heroes. They won't surrender the city to the enemy. Kiado? I believe that help is already on the way. The Queen will not leave us to die. Inai. This place is getting burned to the ground, and all of us along with it, mark my words, are all going to burn. She says the sweetest things. Knowledge world. The low wooden platform is covered with dirt and deer stains. Langrat. Our feat is worthy of a ballad. Perhaps I'll be the one to write it when my hand stops shaking and my heart calms down. Got some wine. The storyteller. He's a major character in the main story. So many stories have become intertwined within this city. I can feel somewhere nearby another one of them is approaching a turning point. Scroll of Barkskin. Brody. I didn't realize until that cinematic we saw earlier when it zoomed in on Brody that he's got like scales or scars or something on his face. I don't know. Ow, my legs hurt real bad. They've been through so much. They've been scared stiff. I think I'll have a lie down. Forn Autumn Haze. The demon's minions are celebrating victory, but they won't escape vengeance.
Head on.
Gemmel Hawks. New arrivals. New arrivals. Make yourself at home. The pallid Dampier gives you an uninterested once-over with blood-filled eyes. What'll it be? Oh, look at the eyes on him, like chips of ice. Barkeep, if you'd be so kind, stare a little longer at my tankard. I like my beer extra cold. Sindri, oh my god. With an irritated snort, the Dampier turns away from Sindri. How are things in the tavern? The tavern keeper shrugs. All the others in the city have closed, so things aren't going too bad considering. War is bad for some, but big business for others, eh, Gemmel? The Dampier, oh gosh, I'm stumbling over my words. The Dampier points a pale finger accusingly at Reckarth. Swipe 2 bottles of wine and a whole ham. I should throw you out. Come on, that was 20 years back. I paid you a long time ago. Are you gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life? Yes. Do you think this place will hold up under the cultist attack? The tavern? No, but that lot. He nods at the knights gathered around. They'll do it. This is their last chance. Show me what you got. He wordlessly gestures at the rows of bottles behind him. Oh wow, he's got a bunch of potions and stuff too. Demon Slayer soup. Let's see. Let's sort by weight and descending order. Actually, wait. Rusty. A great sword +1. Composite longbow +1. Hold on. Who do I have that's using a longbow?